Hello everyone, long time no see. So today we have an LGV driving theory test and just pause, think, then reveal your answer. You have 100 questions and you need to score at least 85 out of 100 questions to pass the test. So let's get started. Question number 1. You're driving a lorry carrying a load that's 4.5 meters or 14 feet 9 inches wide. What's the maximum speed you're allowed to drive on a motorway? A. 10 miles per hour. B. 20 miles per hour. C. 30 miles per hour. Or D. 40 miles per hour. And the correct answer is D. 40 miles per hour. The speed limits imposed on vehicles carrying abnormal loads can be frustrating for other drivers, but you mustn't be tempted to exceed them. Remember, the more weight you are carrying, the longer it will take you to stop safely. Question number 2. When this vehicle transporter turns, how will the overhanging top deck move? A. Through a greater arc than the cab. B. Through a lower arc than the cab. C. Through a smaller arc than the cab. Or D. Through the same arc as the cab. And the correct answer is A. Through a greater arc than the cab. As the top deck is longer than the cab and the trailer, it will take up more room as the vehicle turns. You must make sure that you've allowed for the wider swing of the deck. Even if your cab is well clear, the overhanging deck could hit obstructions such as telegraph poles or traffic signs as you go around a corner. Question number 3. What must you do when driving under the rules for domestic driver's hours? A. Always use a vehicle fitted with a tachograph. B. Keep a written record of driving time only. C. Keep a written record of hours worked. Or D. Only record any driving off public roads. And the correct answer is C. Keep a written record of hours worked. Explanation. Domestic rules apply to certain journeys within Great Britain that are not subject to EU rules. Under domestic rules, you must keep a written record of your hours of duty when driving goods vehicles. Question number 4. How can you reduce the likelihood of theft of your load when leaving your vehicle overnight? A. Park with the front doors close to another vehicle. B. Park with the front doors well away from another vehicle. C. Park with the rear doors close to another vehicle. Or D. Park with the rear doors well away from another vehicle. And the correct answer is C. Park with the rear doors close to another vehicle. Explanation. Theft of loads from commercial vehicles is a serious problem. You should take steps to safeguard your load when leaving the vehicle overnight. Simply parking with the rear doors close to another vehicle or even a wall can act as an effective deterrent to thieves. Question number 5. Your vehicle has double rear wheels. Why should you check them before leaving a building site? A. To check that the load sensing valve is operating correctly. B. To make sure bricks or debris aren't wedged between the wheels. C. To make sure the diff lock is disengaged. Or D. To make sure the diff lock is engaged. And the correct answer is B. To make sure bricks or debris aren't wedged between the wheels. Explanation. While driving on a building site, bricks, mud, or other debris can become lodged between a lorry's double rear wheels. When you leave the site and increase your road speed Anything lodged between the tires could be thrown out. This flying debris can be a hazard for drivers or following vehicles and can create dangerous road conditions, especially for motorcyclists. Question number 6. How should you load a vehicle? A. Arrange the load to make it easy for unloading. B. Load it towards the front. C. Load it towards the rear. Or D. Spread the load evenly. And the correct answer is D. Spread the load evenly. Explanation. It's your responsibility to make sure that the vehicle's load is spread evenly to avoid overloading individual axles. Overloading carries severe penalties for the driver and operator. Question number 7. You're going to drive an articulated lorry with an ISO container on the trailer. How should the container be secured to the trailer? A. The container must be held up against the headboard. B. The container must be sealed. C. The container must be secured by ropes. Or D. The container must be secured using the locking levers. And the correct answer is D. The container must be secured using the locking levers. Explanation. ISO or International Standards Organization cargo containers should only be carried on lorries or trailers with the appropriate securing points. These are designed to lock into the container body. Question number 8. You're driving an articulated tanker on a straight road. How will the liquid load affect the vehicle as you brake to a stop? A. It will make the trailer wheels bounce. B. It will make the trailer wheels skid. C. It will try to push the vehicle forward. Or D. It will try to push the vehicle to the side. And the correct answer is C. It will try to push the vehicle forward. Explanation. When braking a vehicle carrying a liquid load, it's important to apply even pressure on the brake pedal. Don't relax the pedal pressure until the vehicle has stopped. Secure the vehicle with a parking brake before releasing the foot brake. This will minimize the risk of unintentional movement of the vehicle caused by surge from the liquid load. Question number 9. What should you look for when choosing a site to park your trailer? A. The site should be level. B. The site should be made of concrete. C. The site should be sheltered. Or D. The site should have marked parking bays. And the correct answer is A. The site should be level. Explanation. Check that the ground is firm and level before you uncouple the trailer. If you need to, place a heavy plank under the legs to distribute the weight and stop the legs sinking into the ground. Don't park illegally. Make sure that your unattended trailer isn't blocking access for others. Question number 10. Your lorry has been fitted with wind deflectors. How will they affect your vehicle? A. They will increase the fuel consumption. B. They will reduce the stability. C. They will reduce the wind resistance. Or D. They will require increased tire pressures. And the correct answer is C. They will reduce the wind resistance. Explanation. Wind deflectors direct the wind either around or over your vehicle, and so reducing the wind resistance. The vehicle then requires less power to make progress against the wind, and so it will use less fuel. Question 11. How could you reduce your lorry's fuel consumption? A. Fit a high-level exhaust pipe. B. Fit a larger fuel tank. C. Fit new brake linings. or D. Fit wind deflectors? And the correct answer is D. Fit wind deflectors. Explanation. Wind deflectors reduce a vehicle's wind resistance and so help reduce fuel consumption. Question number 12. You are a driver who's certified to carry dangerous goods. How long is your certificate valid? A. 5 years, B. 1 year, C. 10 years, or D. 2 years? And the correct answer is A. 5 years. Explanation. The operator of a UK registered vehicle engaged in the carriage of dangerous goods should make sure that the driver has a valid vocational training certificate. These certificates are valid for 5 years. Question 13. What's reduced by fitting a fly sheet tightly over a tipper body? A. Drag effect, B. Legal load weight, C. Load capacity, or D. Steering effort? And the correct answer is A. Drag effect. Explanation. Drag is caused by wind entering the cavity of an uncovered tipper. If the cavity is covered, then the drag is reduced. Question 14. You are carrying another vehicle piggyback on your lorry. Chocks should be used to secure the wheels. What else should you use to secure the load? A. A scaffolding bar, B. Axle stands, C. Baffle plates, or D. Restraining straps? And the correct answer is D. Restraining straps. Explanation. You should use a suitable restraint and chock the wheels when another vehicle is being carried piggyback. Don't just rely on the other vehicle's parking brake. Question 15. How wide can a load be before you must use side markers? A. 2 meters or 6 feet 6 inches, B. 2.9 meters or 9 feet 5 inches, C. 3.5 meters or 11 feet 5 inches, or D. 4.3 meters or 14 feet 2 inches? And the correct answer is B. 2.9 meters. Explanation. Side markers must be displayed if your load is over 2.9 meters or 9 feet 5 inches wide. Make sure that they are clearly visible at both the front and rear and that they indicate the actual width of the projection. Question 16. When will an articulated car transporter be least stable? A. When it's fully laden, B. When it's unladen, C. When only the lower deck is loaded, or D. When only the top deck is loaded? And the correct answer is D. When only the top deck is loaded. Keeping the center of gravity as low as possible will improve the handling of a car transporter. Top-heavy loads are more unstable and require more care when turning and cornering. Question 17. You've been asked to drive a fully loaded petrol tanker back to the depot. It has a maximum authorized mass of 10 tons. What must you have before you can drive this vehicle? A. A copy of the vehicle's insurance certificate. B. A fully qualified tanker driver with you for the journey. C. A request from the police to move a dangerous load. Or D. A valid ADR driver training certificate. And the correct answer is D. A valid ADR driver training certificate. Drivers of vehicles carrying dangerous goods are required to hold an ADR driver training certificate. This certificate is valid for 5 years and is issued by DVLA. When you have attended an approved course and successfully completed the examination. Question 18. In frosty weather, what precaution could a lorry driver take to prevent moisture from freezing in the air brake system? A. Cover the air tanks with a blanket. B. Drain the air tanks daily. C. Keep the engine at high revs when starting. Or D. Pump the brakes. And the correct answer is B. Drain the air tanks daily. Explanation. You should make sure that you drain the air tanks daily to avoid moisture in the system. Most modern vehicles have an automatic draining system which should be checked regularly. Question 19. You are driving an articulated lorry. What could happen if you change to a lower gear while you are going too fast? A. The brakes could fail. B. The engine could stall. C. The trailer could uncouple. Or D. The vehicle could jackknife. And the correct answer is D. The vehicle could jackknife. Explanation. Severe braking or selecting a gear too low for your road speed can cause the tractor unit to slow more quickly than the trailer. The trailer can then pivot around the coupling fifth wheel, causing the vehicle to jackknife. Jackknifing is more likely to occur with an unladen vehicle, particularly on a bend or curve. Question 20. When is an articulated vehicle most at risk of jackknifing? A. When it's fitted with an endurance brake or a retarder. B. When it's fully loaded. C. While it's maneuvering slowly. Or D. Whilst it's under heavy braking. And the correct answer is D. While it's under heavy braking. Explanation. Heavy braking can cause an articulated vehicle to become unstable and may even lead to jackknifing. This is more likely to occur when the trailer is unladen or unladen. Question 21. You are driving a lorry of more than 7.5 tons maximum authorized mass along a motorway. When can you use the right-hand lane to overtake? A. When the motorway has 3 lanes. B. When the motorway has 2 lanes. C. When there is a 40 miles per hour speed limit. Or D. When there is a 50 miles per hour speed limit. And the correct answer is B. When the motorway has 2 lanes. Explanation. You may use the right-hand lane to overtake on a 2-lane motorway. Lorries weighing more than 7.5 tons, vehicles that are required to be fitted with speed limiters, and vehicles towing trailers are not allowed to use the right-hand lane of a motorway with 3 or more lanes, except in special circumstances. Question 22. What period of time makes up a driver's week? A. 0.00 hours, Monday to 24 hours the following Sunday. B. 0.00 hours, Sunday to 24 hours the following Saturday. C. Any 56 hours driven. Or D. Any 7 consecutive days. And the correct answer is A. 0.00 hours, Monday to 24 hours the following Sunday. Explanation. A driver's week is defined as a period from 0 hours on Monday to 24 hours the following Sunday. Question 23. You're driving a new articulated lorry that's fully laden. You notice that the steering feels heavy. What's the most likely reason? A. The load on the trailer has shifted. B. The lorry is new. C. The power steering is faulty. Or D. The road is icy. And the correct answer is C. The power steering is faulty. Explanation. Heavy steering could mean there is a fault with the power steering. It should be investigated as soon as possible. Many large vehicles can become undrivable if the power steering fails completely. Question 24. You are driving on a motorway and it's raining heavily. What should you do when spray is causing poor visibility? A. Remove spray suppression equipment. B. Use dipped headlights. C. Use side lights only. Or D. Use the 2-second rule. And the correct answer is B. Use the dipped headlights. Explanation. Whenever visibility is reduced, use dipped headlights to make your vehicle easier to see. During and after heavy rain, you should also reduce speed and increase your distance from the vehicle in front. Question 25. When should wheel nuts be checked? A. After driving down a steep hill. B. After unloading. C. Just after driving on a motorway. Or D. Soon after initial tightening. And the correct answer is D. Soon after initial tightening. Explanation. Always have wheel nuts checked soon after their initial tightening. They should be tightened to the torque specified by the vehicle manufacturer. Question 26. You are waiting to turn right into this lorry which is arrowed in the picture. What danger should you be most aware of? A. The giveaway lines. B. The hazard line. C. The motorcyclist. Or D. The road surface. And the correct answer is C. The motorcyclist. Explanation. Indicate your intentions in good time so that both the motorcyclist and pedestrians know your plan to turn right. You should note all potential hazards and keep checking as you turn. Question 27. What should you check for wear or damage on a drawbar unit? A. Dog clip. B. Eyelet coupling. C. Fifth wheel. Or D. Kingpin release handle. And the correct answer is B. Eyelet coupling. Explanation. The eyelet coupling on drawbar units should be checked regularly for damage or wear. It should be kept lubricated with heavy-duty grease. Question 28. You are working on the platform of a flatbed lorry. What's the safest way to get down to the ground? A. Climb down facing away from the vehicle. B. Jump down wearing non-slip shoes. C. Use a suitable set of steps. Or D. Use ropes to lower yourself down. And the correct answer is C. Use a suitable set of steps. Explanation. Every year, many people are seriously injured by falling from vehicles. Using suitable steps will lessen the chance of falling. Be aware of the dangers when loading or unloading vehicles. Question 29. You are securing a very heavy load with a ratchet strap. Which anchorage point is unsafe to use with ratchet straps? A. D-link. B. I-bolt. C. Rope hook. Or D. Shackle. And the correct answer is C. Rope hook. Explanation. Rope hooks are not designed to withstand high forces. They are usually just welded or bolted to the underside of the platform. Many are so weak that they can easily be distorted by a ratchet buckle when a webbing strap is tightened. Secure anchorage points should be built into the main frame or chassis of the vehicle. Question 30. You are loading timber onto a flatbed lorry. You want to cover it with sheets. Which sheet should be positioned first? A. Front. B. Middle. C. Rear. Or D. Side. And the correct answer is C. Rear. Explanation. When more than one sheet is used to cover and protect a load, the rear sheet should be positioned first. This is so that the overlaps face backwards rather than forwards, preventing wind and rain from getting between the sheets. Question 31. What should you consider having on your vehicle to combat theft? A. Air horns. B. Diff lock. C. Roof markings. Or D. Tinted windows. And the correct answer is C. Roof markings. Explanation. Roof markings on lorries can help police air support units to identify stolen vehicles. Fleet operators, particularly those that regularly carry vulnerable or dangerous loads, are encouraged to use these markings. Question 32. What training must you take before driving a lorry loaded with toxic substances? A. How to operate a forklift truck. B. How to operate a lorry-mounted crane. C. How to use breathing apparatus. Or D. How to use firefighting equipment. And the correct answer is D. How to use firefighting equipment. Explanation. Vehicles carrying dangerous goods and other materials that may pose a hazard are subject to detailed emergency procedures. These procedures must be followed. Appropriate firefighting equipment must be available and the driver must be trained in its use. Question 33. Many modern vehicles are fitted with an additional near side mirror. What does this help the driver to see? A. The distance of the following vehicle. B. The exhaust to check for emissions. C. The front wheel in relation to the curb. Or D. The rear of the vehicle when reversing. And the correct answer is C. The front wheel in relation to the curb. Explanation. This mirror is specifically positioned so that the driver can see the position of the front near side wheel in relation to the curb. Use it when pulling in to park alongside the curb or when you have to move close to the left in normal driving. Question 34. You are driving a large vehicle on a narrow road with passing places. What will you need to be most aware of? A. Its ground clearance. B. Its length. C. Its roof height. Or D. Its weight. And the correct answer is B. Its length. Explanation. If your vehicle is too long to fit into a passing place, you may need to wait opposite one. This will allow a following or approaching driver to pass. When you use this type of road, you need to plan and look well ahead to avoid meeting another road user at an inappropriate place. Question 35. Under EU rules, how long should your normal daily rest period be? A. 11 hours. B. 13 hours. C. 14 hours. Or D. 8 hours. And the correct answer is A. 11 hours. Explanation. Driver's hours and rest periods are controlled in the interest of road safety. A driver's daily rest period should normally be 11 hours, but this may be reduced to 9 hours for 3 days in 1 week. It's a serious offense to break these rules, and anyone doing so is liable to a heavy fine and even imprisonment. Question 36. Which symbol on your tachograph shows your brake rest period? Symbol A, symbol B, symbol C, or symbol D? And the correct answer is D. Explanation. A tachograph allows you to select the mode or task that you are undertaking. Time spent on that task is then recorded automatically. Each task has a different symbol. You need to know the meaning of each so that your records are correct. The modes are driving, doing other work, on duty and available for work, and taking a break or rest. Question 37. What should you do if you suddenly become tired while you are driving on a motorway? A. Leave by the next exit and find a place to stop. B. Stop on the hard shoulder and rest. C. Stop on the next slip road and rest. Or D. Stop on the verge of the motorway and rest. And the correct answer is A. Leave by the next exit and find a place to stop. Explanation. If you are driving for long distances on a motorway, have plenty of rest stops. Many incidents have been caused by drivers falling asleep at the wheel. If you feel yourself becoming tired, you need to leave the motorway and find a safe place to stop. Usually, this would be the next service area. Question 38. You are waiting for the emergency services to arrive at the scene of an incident. A pedestrian's leg is bleeding heavily, but there is nothing embedded in the wound. What should you do to help? A. Apply firm pressure to the wound. B. Dab the wound to stop the bleeding. C. Keep both legs flat on the ground. Or D. Wrap an ice pack near the wound. And the correct answer is A. Apply firm pressure to the wound. Explanation. If there is nothing embedded in the wound, you can control the blood loss by applying pressure to the wound and raising the leg if possible. Question 39. There's been an incident. What can you do to help a driver who is suffering from shock? A. Ask who caused the collision. B. Give them a drink. C. Offer them a cigarette. Or D. Reassure them confidently. And the correct answer is D. Reassure them confidently. Explanation. You can help someone suffering from shock by talking to them and reassuring them confidently. Don't leave them alone or give them anything to eat or drink. Question 40. In very cold weather, moisture can freeze in your vehicle's air storage tanks. What can you do to help prevent this from happening? A. Cover the air tanks with a blanket. B. Drain the tanks daily. C. Pump the brakes. Or D. Use the brakes frequently. And the correct answer is B. Drain the tanks daily. Explanation. In very cold weather, moisture in the storage tanks can freeze. Ice can form in the pipes and this will result in loss of pressure, which could cause brake failure. Make sure that you drain the tanks daily as part of a routine. Most modern vehicles are fitted with automatic bleed valves. Check that they are working properly and that air drying systems are effective. Question 41. Your vehicle has broken down at night on a two-way road. How should you try to leave the vehicle? A. On a grass verge. B. On the left of the road. C. On the right of the road. Or D. Partly on the pavement. And the correct answer is B. On the left of the road. Explanation. If your vehicle breaks down, try to stop on the left, facing in the same direction as the flow of traffic. This will help other drivers to see you, as your red reflectors will show to the rear. Don't stop on the pavement, as the weight of the vehicle may damage paving stones and underground services. Question 42. A loud buzzer sounds in your vehicle. What's this most likely to indicate? A. Low air pressure. B. Low fuel level. C. Low oil pressure. Or D. Low tire pressure. And the correct answer is A. Low air pressure. Explanation. Warning buzzers are linked to many systems on modern vehicles, including the air brakes. A warning light on the dashboard may help you identify the system that's caused the problem. Stop in a safe place until the fault has been identified and put right. Get professional help if necessary. Question 43. Why should you check your right-hand mirror just before turning right from a main road into a side road? A. Someone may be overtaking you. B. There may be pedestrians stepping off the curb. C. You need to check your position. Or D. Your rear view to the left is blocked. The correct answer is A. Someone may be overtaking you. Explanation. Driving a large vehicle will sometimes require you to position your vehicle well to the left before making a tight right turn. Inexperienced drivers or riders may not realize your intentions and may try to overtake you. Make sure you signal in good time and make a final mirror check before committing yourself to the turn. Question 44. Which of these signs means turn left ahead? Sign A, sign B, sign C, or sign D? And the correct answer is B. Sign B. Explanation. This sign gives a clear instruction. You should prepare to negotiate a left-hand turn. Question 45. Which type of fire extinguisher shouldn't be used on flammable liquids? A. Carbon dioxide, black. B. Dry powder, blue. C. Foam, cream. Or D. Water, red. And the correct answer is D. Water, red. Explanation. It's very important to know the correct fire extinguisher to use. They will carry a colored label or badge telling you their contents. Make sure you learn which extinguisher is which, as using the wrong one could be dangerous and may spread the fire further. For example, you should never use a water extinguisher on burning oil. Question 46. What should you consider when planning a route for your journey? A. One-way streets. B. Speed cameras. C. Speed limit changes. Or D. Weight restrictions. And the correct answer is D. Weight restrictions. Explanation. You should plan your route to avoid vehicle width, height, and weight restrictions that would affect your vehicle and load. Planning to avoid busy times can also reduce journey times and fuel costs. Question 47. Why are vehicles fitted with air suspensions? A. To help the driver stay awake. B. To improve fuel consumption. C. To reduce tire wear. Or D. To reduce wear to the roads. And the correct answer is D. To reduce wear to the roads. Explanation. Air suspension provides a smoother journey than traditional suspension and transmits less vibration to the road surface, underroad services, and nearby structures such as bridges. It's considered to be environmentally friendly because it reduces damage to the road network. Question 48. When may you drive without wearing your seatbelt? A. When carrying out a hill start. B. When driving slowly. C. When making an emergency stop. Or D. When reversing. And the correct answer is D. When reversing. Explanation. You can legally remove your seatbelt when carrying out a maneuver which involves reversing. Don't forget to put it back on again when you finished. Question 49. What's a buffer lane? A. A lane for overtaking safely. B. A lane to park in it until the wind drops. C. A safety lane for vehicles blown off course. Or D. The only lane to be used in high winds. And the correct answer is C. A safety lane for vehicles blown off course. Explanation. During high winds, one of the lanes on a high bridge might be closed to traffic to create a buffer lane. The buffer lane is kept free to prevent vehicles from being blown into the path of other road users in the next lane. The closure of this lane may cause traffic congestion and delay. Question 50. Where would you expect to find buffer lanes? A. In built-up areas, B. In roadworks, C. On country roads, or D. On high-level bridges. And the correct answer is D. On high-level bridges. Explanation. Buffer lanes are often found in places that are frequently subjected to high winds. Examples include high-level bridges, high-level roads, exposed viaducts, and exposed stretches of motorway. Listen to the weather forecast, which should tell you of any need to replan your route. Question 51. Why should you be aware of motorcyclists on a motorway when there are gusty winds? A. They may be blown into your path. B. They may leave at the next exit. C. They may position to turn right. Or D. They may suddenly stop on the hard shoulder. And the correct answer is A. They may be blown into your path. Explanation. On motorways, there are often exposed stretches of road where vulnerable vehicles can be affected by side wind. A gust of wind can even blow a motorcyclist out of their lane. Try to anticipate how the wind may affect others and give them plenty of room. Question 52. It's raining. Why would a motorcyclist steer around rain covers on a bend? A. To avoid puncturing the tires. B. To avoid splashing pedestrians. C. To improve their view around the bend. Or D. To reduce the risk of skidding. And the correct answer is D. To reduce the risk of skidding. Explanation. Drain covers usually have a metal surface. When wet, these covers are slippery and can cause a motorcycle to skid. Be prepared for riders to avoid them. Question 53. What should you do if you intend to overtake a lorry that's throwing up spray? A. Get much closer before moving out. B. Move out earlier than normal. C. Wait for the lorry to slow down on a hill. Or D. Wait until the other driver gives a left signal. And the correct answer is B. Move out earlier than normal. Explanation. If you wish to overtake a vehicle that's throwing up spray, move out earlier than normal. This will help to limit the reduction in vision that the rear spray will cause before you pass. Question 54. You are driving in wet weather. What effect will faulty spray suppression equipment have on other drivers? A. Their vision will be increased. B. Their vision will be reduced. C. They will be able to overtake more easily. Or D. They will need to use intermittent wipers. The correct answer is B. Their vision will be reduced. Explanation. Spray suppression equipment reduces the amount of spray thrown up to other road users. Check the equipment regularly to make sure it's secure and undamaged. Question 55. You are driving a large vehicle in heavy rain on a motorway. You slow down to reduce the risk of aquaplaning. For what other reason should you slow down? A. To force other drivers to act properly and slow down. B. To prevent water from entering the braking system. C. To reduce the amount of spray thrown up. Or D. To stop the electrics getting wet. The correct answer is C. To reduce the amount of spray thrown up. Explanation. Driving at high speed on a wet motorway can throw up dense spray, making it very difficult for other drivers to see ahead. Driving more slowly reduces the amount of spray, and this makes it safer for other drivers. Question 56. Brake fade is a loss of effectiveness of the brakes when they overheat. When would brake fade be most likely to happen? A. On a long downhill gradient. B. On a long journey. C. On a long uphill gradient. Or D. On the approach to hazards. And the correct answer is A, on a long downhill gradient. Explanation. Continuous use of the brakes will cause them to overheat and in extreme cases they will become ineffective. When you are going downhill, the momentum of your vehicle will cause you to gather speed very quickly. Use the endurance brake, the retarder, and stay in a low gear to reduce the need to use the brakes. Question 57. Your vehicle has anti-lock brakes. How does this affect you when you are braking normally? A. There is no need to alter the way you brake. B. There is no need to brake so early. C. You'll be able to brake much later. Or D. You will need to brake more firmly. The correct answer is A. There is no way to alter the way you brake. Explanation. Plan well ahead to enable you to brake normally. Don't rely on anti-lock brakes to compensate for deficiencies in your driving. Question 58. Where would you see an escape lane? A. Alongside the bus lane. B. Before a motorway exit. C. Down a steep hill. Or D. Outside a fire station. And the correct answer is C. Down a steep hill. Explanation. An escape lane is for use in emergencies, usually when brakes have become hot and faded or failed completely while descending a long steep hill. A sign will show you the direction of the road, and the checkered area, usually straight ahead, defines the escape route. Question 59. When should an endurance brake retarder be used? A. On long downhill slopes. B. On motorways only. C. When braking quickly. Or D. When you stop or park. And the correct answer is A. On long downhill slopes. Explanation. An endurance brake can help to control your speed on long downhill slopes without using the service brake. Reducing the use of the service brake helps to prevent the brakes from overheating and reduces the risk of brake fade. Question 60. What should you do if a long, heavily laden lorry is taking a long time to overtake you? A. Change direction. B. Hold your speed. C. Slow down. Or D. Speed up. And the correct answer is C. Slow down. Explanation. A long lorry with a heavy load will need more time to pass you than a car. It won't be able to accelerate enough to pass you quickly, especially on an uphill stretch of road. Be considerate to the lorry driver, ease off the accelerator, and allow the lorry to pass. Question 61. You are being followed by a marked police car. As well as flashing the headlights, what will the police officer do to signal you to stop? A. Signal with the left indicator. B. Signal with the right indicator. C. Switch on the hazard warning lights. Or D. Switch on the rear fog lights. The correct answer is A. Signal with the left indicator. Explanation. When a police officer is following you and wants you to stop, they will flash the vehicle's headlights and signal with the left indicator. You should stop in a safe place as soon as possible. Question 62. A mobile telephone is fitted to your vehicle. When should it be used? A. When in light traffic. B. When on a motorway. C. When traveling slowly. Or D. When you are stopped in a safe place. The correct answer is D. When you are stopped in a safe place. Explanation. It's illegal to use a handheld phone while driving. When you've stopped in a safe place, you can concentrate on your call or message. Using a phone while driving means you won't have full control of your vehicle. This could result in a collision with serious or even fatal consequences. Question 63. What danger should you be most aware of if you are driving close to the curb in a busy shopping area? A. Solid white line markings in the center of the road. B. The amount of fuel being used when driving slowly. C. The near side mirrors striking the heads of pedestrians. Or D. Traffic lights that may suddenly change to green. And the correct answer is C. The near side mirrors striking the heads of pedestrians. Explanation. When you need to drive close to the curb, be aware of the dangers. Pedestrians may step off the curb. The near side mirror may be at a pedestrian's head height. Cyclists may be tempted to pass you on your left if you are driving slowly in congested conditions. Question 64. You take some cough medicine given to you by a friend. What must you do before driving? A. Ask your friend whether taking the medicine affected their driving. B. Check the label to see whether the medicine will affect your driving. C. Drink some strong coffee. Or D. Make a short journey to see whether the medicine is affecting your driving. The correct answer is B. Check the label to see whether the medicine will affect your driving. Explanation. Never drive after taking drugs you don't know about. They might affect your judgment and perception and therefore endanger lives. Question 65. When will your reactions be slower? A. When driving in fog. B. When driving in rain. C. When driving too quickly. Or D. When driving while you're tired. The correct answer is D. When driving while you are tired. Explanation. Try to avoid becoming tired by taking plenty of rest stops and allowing fresh air into your vehicle. Question 66. Why is tailgating dangerous? A. You are likely to be distracted. B. Your engine will overheat. C. Your view ahead is reduced. Or D. Your view to the rear is reduced. The correct answer is C. Your view ahead is reduced. Explanation. Tailgating is very dangerous because there isn't enough room to stop if an emergency arises. It's also intimidating for the driver that you're following. Question 67. Where are these lights found? A. Near a fire station. B. Near a school. C. On approach to a level crossing. Or D. On approach to a motorway. The correct answer is B. Near a school. Explanation. Flashing amber lights are found near schools. They warn you that children are likely to be crossing the road on their way to and from school. Drive slowly until you are clear of the area. Question 68. You are at a road junction, turning into a minor road. What should you do if there are pedestrians crossing the minor road? A. Carry on. The pedestrians should give way to you. B. Give way to the pedestrians who are already crossing. C. Sound your horn to let the pedestrians know that you are there. Or D. Stop and wave the pedestrians across. The correct answer is B. Give way to the pedestrians who are already crossing. Explanation. Always look into the road you are entering. If pedestrians are already crossing, be considerate and give way to them. Don't wave or signal them to hurry because they have priority here. Question 69. What should you do when you are following a car driven by an elderly driver? A. Be aware that the driver's reactions may not be as fast as yours. B. Expect the driver to drive badly. C. Flash your lights and overtake. Or D. Stay very close behind but be careful. The correct answer is A. Be aware that the driver's reactions may not be as fast as yours. Explanation. You must show consideration to other road users. Elderly drivers may have slower reactions and they might need more time to deal with the situation. Be tolerant and don't lose your patience or show your annoyance. Question 70. You are following a cyclist. What should you do if you wish to turn left a short distance ahead? A. Go around the cyclist on the junction. B. Hold back until the cyclist passes the junction. C. Overtake the cyclist before the junction. Or D. Pull alongside the cyclist and stay level until after the junction. The correct answer is B. Hold back until the cyclist passed the junction. Explanation. Make allowances for cyclists, allow them plenty of room, and be aware that they also have to deal with hazards. They might swerve or change direction suddenly to avoid uneven road surfaces. Question 71. You are driving past a line of parked cars. What should you do if you notice a ball bouncing out into the road ahead? A. Continue driving at the same speed and flash your headlights. B. Continue driving at the same speed and sound your horn. C. Slow down and be prepared to stop for children. Or D. Stop and wave the children across to fetch their ball. Correct answer is C. Slow down and be prepared to stop for children. Explanation. Beware of children playing in the street and running out into the road. If a ball bounces out from the pavement, slow down and stop if necessary. Don't encourage anyone to fetch the ball from the road. Other road users might not see your signal and you might lead a child into danger. Question 72. Where in particular should you look out for motorcyclists? A. At a filling station. B. At a road junction. C. Near a service area. Or D. When entering a car park. The correct answer is B. At a road junction. Explanation. Motorcyclists and cyclists are smaller and usually more difficult to see than other vehicles. Look out for them at junctions. Failing to see them can lead to a collision. Question 73. You are driving through a congested tunnel. What should you do if you have to stop? A. Ignore any message signs as they are never up to date. B. Keep a safe distance from the vehicle in front. C. Put your headlights on full beam. Or D. Stop very close to the vehicle in front to save space. The correct answer is B. Keep a safe distance from the vehicle in front. Explanation. It's important to keep a safe distance from the vehicle in front at all times. This still applies in congested tunnels even if you are moving very slowly or have stopped. If the vehicle in front breaks down, you may need room to maneuver past it. Question 74. You are driving at night. Why should you ensure that all your lights are clean and working correctly? A. So that other road users can see the size of your vehicle. B. So that the intensity of street lighting can be reduced. C. To allow following drivers to use dipped headlights. Or D. To prevent the battery from overcharging. The correct answer is A. So that other road users can see the size of your vehicle. Explanation. As well as headlights and taillights, large vehicles have additional lighting to help other road users see the size of the vehicle. All lights should be clean and working properly. Driving at night when your vehicle is poorly lit is dangerous for you and other road users. Question 75. When are you most likely to lose concentration while you're driving? A. When you look at the door mirrors. B. When you switch on the heated rear window. C. When you switch on the windscreen wipers. Or D. When you use a mobile phone. The correct answer is D. When you use a mobile phone. Explanation. Using a handheld mobile phone while driving is illegal. It will distract you from driving because your attention is split between the phone call and your driving. Question 76. What does this sign mean? A. Hump bridge. B. Risk of grounding. C. Road liable to subsidence. Or D. Uneven road. The correct answer is B. Risk of grounding. Explanation. If you see this sign, be aware that there is a danger of grounding. This can happen where there is a pronounced bump in the road, such as at a level crossing or a hump bridge. Question 77. What causes brake fade? A. Badly worn brake pads. B. Continuous use of the brakes. C. Loss of air pressure in the system. Or D. Repeated pumping of the brakes. The correct answer is B. Continuous use of the brakes. Explanation. Continuous use of the brakes on a long downhill gradient can cause them to overheat and become ineffective. This is called brake fade. You should use a low gear to enable the engine's braking effect to help control your speed. Also use the vehicle's retarder if fitted. As well as reducing the likelihood of brake fade, this helps to keep air pressure in the tanks. Question 78. What must you be certain of before you overtake at night? A. The road's well lit. B. There is an overtaking lane. C. You can see well ahead. Or D. You are outside a built-up area. The correct answer is C. You can see well ahead. Explanation. It's more difficult to judge speed and distance accurately in the dark. Darkness can also hide bends and dips in the road. Plan ahead and be sure that you have time and space to complete your overtaking safely. Question 79. How should you use the brakes in icy weather? A. After using the gears first. B. By pumping the brake pedal. C. Gently. Or D. Suddenly. The correct answer is C. Gently. Explanation. In poor conditions, all braking should be controlled in good time and when traveling in a straight line. Try to avoid braking and turning at the same time. Look well ahead to assess and plan your actions. Question 80. When can selective or block gear changing be used? A. To change down in gear only. B. To change either up or down in gear. C. To change gear to a low speed only. Or D. To change up in gear only. The correct answer is B. To change either up or down in gear. Explanation. Block gear changing means changing up or down to the most appropriate gear without going through each gear in turn. It reduces the number of gear changes and this can improve fuel consumption. Question 81. What time gap should you leave when you are following a vehicle on a wet road? A. At least 4 seconds. B. At least 1 second. C. At least 3 seconds. Or D. At least 2 seconds. The correct answer is A. At least 4 seconds. Explanation. Wet roads will increase the time it takes you to stop. 4 seconds is the minimum gap you should leave on wet roads. This is double the gap you should normally keep from the vehicle in front on good dry roads. Question 82. What must you do when you are approaching a pelican crossing in its flashing amber phase? A. Encourage pedestrians to cross. B. Give way to pedestrians on the crossing. C. Stop even if the crossing is clear. Or D. Wait until the green light appears. The correct answer is B. Give way to pedestrians on the crossing. Explanation. When the amber light is flashing, you must give way to any pedestrians on the crossing. Don't be impatient or encourage pedestrians to cross by waving or flashing your headlights. They or other road users may misunderstand your signal. Question 83. You're driving on a dual carriageway. What type of vehicle must use a flashing amber beacon on this road? A. A doctor's car on call. B. A fire engine. C. A mobility scooter. Or D. An ambulance. The correct answer is C. A mobility scooter. Explanation. Small battery-powered vehicles are often used by disabled people. On unrestricted dual carriageways, these vehicles must show a flashing amber light. Be very careful as they have a maximum speed of 8 miles per hour. You may see other slow-moving vehicles with amber flashing lights, such as agricultural vehicles. Question 84. What should you be on the lookout for before changing lanes in slow-moving queuing traffic? A. Breakdown vehicles. B. Filtering motorcyclists. C. Private hire taxis. Or D. Traffic cones. The correct answer is B. Filtering motorcyclists. Explanation. In slow-moving traffic, particularly on dual carriageways or motorways, always be on the lookout for motorcyclists who approach from behind and filter through narrow gaps between vehicles. Question 85. Which road users are especially at risk at a road junction? A. Bus drivers. B. Car drivers. C. Lorry drivers. Or D. Motorcyclists. The correct answer is D. Motorcyclists. Explanation. Junctions are especially risky for some road users, particularly motorcyclists, cyclists, pedestrians, and mobility scooter users. Their small size means that they are easily hidden from view. At busy junctions, scan the near, middle, and far distance to identify all hazards before emerging with a long vehicle. Question 86. You are driving in a built-up area between 11:30 p.m. and 7 a.m. For what reason can you sound the vehicle's horn? A. To get another driver to move out of your way. B. To greet a friend. C. To let another road user know you're giving way. Or D. To warn another road user who poses a danger. The correct answer is D. To warn another road user who poses a danger. Explanation. The horn shouldn't be used between 11:30 p.m. and 7 a.m. in a built-up area. The only exception is when another road user is unaware of you and poses a danger. Question 87. Before starting a journey, it's wise to plan ahead. What would you do to help plan your route? A. Check your vehicle registration document. B. Contact your local garage. C. Look at a map. Or D. Look in your vehicle service record. The correct answer is C. Look at a map. Explanation. Planning your journey before you set out can make the drive much easier and reduce traffic congestion. Look at a map to help you do this. You may need maps of different scales depending on where and how far you're going. Printing or writing down the route can also help. Don't look at the map while you're driving. Stop somewhere safe before checking your route again. Question 88. What's the maximum fine for driving without insurance? A. £500. B. £1,000. C. £5,000. Or D. Unlimited. The correct answer is D. Unlimited. Explanation. It's a serious offense to drive without insurance. As well as an unlimited fine, you may be disqualified or given penalty points. Question 89. You're driving under EU tachograph regulations and lose your smart card. When must you inform the relevant authority? A. Within 14 days. B. Within 28 days. C. Within 5 days. Or D. Within 7 days. The correct answer is D. Within 7 days. Explanation. As a professional driver, you have a responsibility to report any loss or theft of your digital smart card. You must inform the nearest relevant authority within 7 days. Question 90. A driver is convicted of obstructing an enforcement officer in the course of their duties. Under EU driver's hours regulations, what's the maximum fine they can receive? A. £3,000. B. £4,000. C. £5,000. Or D. Unlimited. The correct answer is D. Unlimited. Explanation. EU driver's hours regulations say that any driver who fails to comply with or obstruct an enforcement officer in the course of their duties can face an unlimited fine. Question 91. You are about to drive a vehicle fitted with hydraulic brakes. What should you check before driving the vehicle? A. The cooling system fluid level. B. The hydraulic brake fluid level. C. The power steering fluid level. Or D. The windscreen washer fluid level. The correct answer is B. The hydraulic brake fluid level. Explanation. It's important to check all fluid levels during your daily checks, but it's especially important to remember the hydraulic fluid reservoir. A loss of fluid could lead to brake failure. Question 92. How should you stand when you are lifting a heavy object? A. In a stable position. B. Keeping your feet together. C. Leaning sideways. Or D. With one leg straight. And the correct answer is A. In a stable position. Explanation. Always think of your own and others' physical safety before lifting any heavy object. Plan the lift and move any other items out of the way. Decide whether you need assistance. Question 93. You arrive at the scene of an incident. How should you deal with someone who is hysterical? A. Let them wander off to calm down. B. Restrain them physically. C. Shout loudly to get their attention. Or D. Talk to them quietly and firmly. The correct answer is D. Talk to them quietly and firmly. Explanation. A person who is hysterical may do things that you wouldn't expect. Try to keep the distressed person calm and safe until the emergency services arrive. Question 94. When are you allowed to alter your tachograph record? A. At no time. B. If there are 2 or more drivers. C. If your journey is over 50 miles. Or D. When you have no spare charts. The correct answer is A. At no time. Explanation. Altering driver's hours or tampering with a tachograph with intent to deceive is a criminal offense. You and anyone else involved could go to prison. You could also lose your license. Question 95. What can help to maximize fuel economy? A. Air suspension. B. Cruise control. C. Diff lock. Or D. Regrooved tires. The correct answer is B. Cruise control. Explanation. Using cruise control can help save fuel. The sensitive electronics make continuous micro adjustments that improve efficiency. It should only be used when you can see well ahead in good road conditions. Be prepared to switch it off immediately if the traffic situation changes. Question 96. At what age are men most at risk from sleep-related vehicle incidents known as SRVIS? A. 30 years and under. B. Between 31 to 45 years. C. Between 46 to 59 years old. Or D. 60 years and over. The correct answer is A. 30 years and under. Explanation. SRVIs are more evident in young male drivers who tend to ignore or deny how they are feeling. The greatest risk is between the hours of 2 a.m. and 7 a.m. when the body clock is in a thrall. Make sure you take sufficient rest breaks and don't ignore feeling sleepy. Question 97. Which component will last longer when you use a retarder? A. The brake linings. B. The catalytic converter. C. The exhaust system. Or D. The transmission. The correct answer is A. The brake linings. Explanation. By using a retarder, the life of the brake linings is extended. This is because a retarder works by slowing the vehicle without using the wheel-mounted brakes. Question 98. When can you drive without wearing a seat belt? A. When the seat belt is too large for your use. B. When the speed limit is 30 miles per hour or less. C. When you hold a medical exemption certificate. Or D. When you are driving on a motorway. The correct answer is C. When you hold a medical exemption certificate. Explanation. When seatbelts are fitted to your vehicle, they must be worn unless you hold a valid medical exemption certificate. People making deliveries or collections in goods vehicles are also exempt when they are traveling less than 50 meters or 162 feet. Question 99. Under EU rules, what's the maximum driving time allowed in any 2 consecutive weeks? A. 100 hours, B. 105 hours, C. 85 hours, or D. 90 hours. The correct answer is D. 90 hours. Explanation. Under EU rules, the maximum number of hours that you can drive in any 2 consecutive weeks is 90 hours. These don't have to be split evenly, but the total amount of driving time in any 1 week must not exceed 56 hours. Don't exceed your driving hours. Heavy fines can be given to drivers who break the law. Question 100 and the last one for today. What is provided specifically to protect you against neck and whiplash injuries? A. A collapsible steering wheel. B. A head restraint. C. An air-sprung seat. Or D. Anti-lock brakes. The correct answer is B. A head restraint. Explanation. If you are in a collision, a properly adjusted head restraint can help to reduce the risk of neck injury. However, an incorrectly adjusted head restraint could worsen any damage to your neck. And this was our driving test for today. Please don't forget to like, share and subscribe so that you are the first one to know of any new video we upload. Also, if you find these videos useful, take care and thanks for watching. Bye!